Hello. Doing an unboxing overview of this fully ATX computer chassis. It's the Raidmax Super Viper. Super Viper. There's like two versions of this case apparently. It's a nice chassis. It's decent size. Comes with a side panel window that is smoked. So, I mean, some people like that, some people don't. You know, some people prefer the full clear ones. Fairly sturdy. It's got a, acceptable amount of flex in it. It does also have actually a fan mount for a 120mm fan. No dust guard, but that can be fixed. Comes with a pre-installed 120mm exhaust fan. There is, on this one, no front fan, but whatever. It does have toolless hard drive base and optical drive base, which is really nice. These just kind of go in somehow. You can get them in two different spots, and then you just twist it counterclockwise, and it locks. Front panel USB 3.0. That's really nice. It has HD audio. It's interesting that this one only has HD audio. The other case that I built my computer in actually has the AC97. Of course, nobody uses that nowadays. You have extra standoffs, K-speaker, clips for your wire management. Here are your front panel connectors for your power buttons, LED, etc. Here's another USB header. This is for the regular USB 2.0. The fan actually is Molex or 3-pin, which is kind of nice. The motherboard tray already comes pre-applied with the standoffs for standard ATX chassis, although one more needs to go right here, but that's fine. All in all, decent case. Build quality. It's got a bottom-mounted power supply mount with a little slide-out dust filter thing on it, which is kind of cool. And so as far as fan options go, you have one 120 on the back, one 120 on the front, and the two 120s on the top, and a 120 on the side, so that's kind of nice. If you go around to the back, obviously this is your knockout for your motherboard, I/O, of course your 7 expansion slots, and holes for your water cooling grommet holes if you choose to, put a radiator on this thing. Now, there's not enough clearance inside this to actually fit something like a 240mm radiator inside. Although, if you're doing a custom loop 120mm radiator, you can mount it on the back. And then, run anything you need to through here, which is kind of nice. Or just, other cables, things like that. Flip around to this side, you get a nice little pop out behind the motherboard tray for cable management, which is actually important, as you'll see. Because the depth of the motherboard tray from the back side of the chassis is not exactly the greatest. So you get a decent pop out. Makes it really, really sturdy actually, having that. But yeah, and so here we have tie downs for your cables. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Enough. There's enough of them. I don't think you'd actually need all of those, but yeah, you don't really have much in the way of routing your cables right here, but with the pop-out, that actually shouldn't be a huge problem. If you have a modular power supply, it makes it easier. If you don't, you don't. That's what it is. But yeah, now you don't have the toolless thing on the other side for your hard drive and 5 1/4 inch bays. So if you're a little worried about, if it's going to be sturdy or not, just pop a screw in on one of these holes right here. You'll be alright. And here's the front. You get a magnetic door. It's kind of nice. You have your 5 1/4 inch bays, power button, Woo! Bless. Pardon me. Power button, reset. I got those backwards a second ago. LEDs for each. Headphone, microphone, USB 3.0 and USB 2.0 ports. You have some like stylish ventilation here. I actually kind of like the look of that. Now, when you want to put your 5 1/4 inch bays and stuff in, this is interesting. So, this is one of those ones where it is kind of annoying. Yeah, so that just pops off from the front, and there you have access to the pop outs. You can pop those things out for your 5 1/4 inch bays, and your, if you want to put like a fan controller or an extra USB hub, you can do that with this 3.5 inch bay right there. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, oh no, it's a nice case. It's affordable and decent quality. I actually use a Raidmax power supply on my computer, and it served me well for almost 2 years now. Never had a problem with it. I have, tortured it too, doing some pretty hefty overclocking on it. But, yeah. I like the design of some of their cases, and their price points are pretty, very competitive, especially with all the features you get. Anyway, that has been my unboxing and overview of the Raidmax Super Viper. Until next time.